trillions will flow into cryptos like Stellar XLM, and Zioncoins will benefit, or will it? Is a question. We need to see where the markets are going. We need to do some research. However, first, please like, please subscribe, smash the subscription bell button down there for notifications. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and I can continue to deliver content like this to you more frequently. Now, with that aside, the major question is, can we see this happening? Is this going to happen anytime soon? And the fact of the matter is, we need to look at the fundamentals. So let me just say this. Based on the fundamentals, based on the current market conditions, it's looking bleak. However, let's build a picture. And with that, we can get an opinion, we can get an informed opinion on where the markets could be going for asset classes like stocks, like cryptos, like Stellar XLM. So, I think we need to see what's going on with the gross domestic product for the US. We need to look at CPI data. We need to look at what the Fed are predicting, what they're saying, Fednow, and then get a rounded idea of what could possibly be happening when we look at things like the 10-year yield and move from there. So, without further ado, Nathan, please take it away.
Okay, Nathan, thanks for that. So, we're at the Bureau of Economic Analysis.gov, US Department of Commerce. The gross domestic product for quarter one was minus 1.6%, and the second quarter was minus 0.6%, as reported by the Bureau. Real gross domestic product GDP decreased at an annual rate of 0.6% in the second quarter of 2022, following a decrease of 1.6% in the first quarter. The second quarter decrease was revised up 0.3% points from the advanced estimate released in July. The small decrease in the second quarter compared to the first quarter preliminarily reflected an upturn in the exports and a smaller decrease in the federal government spending. Profits increased 6.1% at a quarterly rate in the second quarter after decreasing 2.2% in the first quarter. Now, we are actually waiting on the next release, which is in a few days' time, a week or so, on the 29th. And that really is going to give us an idea as to how things has changed. But we could really see what's going on looking at the CPI data.
Okay, Nathan, that's great. Thanks for that. Let's look at the GDP Now, not the Fednow, GDP Now data from the Fed first before we head on over to the CPI data. That actually may need to be in another video. So, Nathan, take it away again.
Jump to the Fednow and just see what their estimated growth is for the next quarter. We get an idea of that. And it says latest 0.3% September the 20th. So that's what they estimate is going to be the growth, and that data is coming from the US Consensus Bureau. The now cast of a third quarter residential investment growth decreased from 20.8% to 24.5%, and that's after the morning's housing starts report from, again, US Consensus Bureau. So really it looks like we're kind of got this this look of a third quarter of negative GDP growth, Don't get me wrong, it's in negative figures, but it's positive, but in negative figures still. So there is growth, but it's not positive growth. It's not above that 1%. So you could say that that third quarter of being in the negative is still recession. And looking at that CPI data, money velocity from the M1 and M2 chart, you know, we get a clear picture of a sort of respite, and that builds this picture of stagflation for me. Nothing's really happening. Money velocity's the lowest it's been ever flowing into the economies. Wages aren't rising. Consumers, you know, are still strapped and borrowing. Yeah, it's the economy's in bad shape, really, and I guess it's because of this bad monetary policy. Anyway, Nathan, back over to you.
That's great, thanks for that, Nathan. So we now know what we could be expecting from the GDP, a period of stagflation. And really, what does this mean for Stellar XLM? Could we see a move up in price? Well, for that, you're really going to need to watch the next video, what my thoughts are on price, where it could go. And also, you'll need to watch the next video on the CPI data, the 10-year yield, so treasury bonds, what's happening there. So without further ado, I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion. Smash the Zion coin up there, check out the next videos, and see you in the next one. Have a great day now.